right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's production. Your hometown Wakefield Warriors against, well, I guess you could call them visiting. It's also their home rink too. Stone Rose, co-op of Stoneham and Melrose High School. Just about ready for the start of the game. Brennan Kent, athletic director, joined by Dan Monk. And Dan, Wakefield's coming off their first win of the season. Big win over Watertown this past week. Really big win. Watertown up to this point was undefeated. So great victory there for Wakefield.
Yeah, absolutely. A great win and a great start to what could be a good run for them. I think what we both saw on the last game against Watertown was, Wakefield really finding their strengths, finding what they're good at, getting to the areas that they're strong in, and able to put it past and, beat an undefeated Watertown team.
Yeah, and they put some pucks in the net too, which is great to see. I know the offensive end been struggling at times, but got a lot of scoring production the other night against Watertown.
Absolutely, and I think as long as they focus on exactly what they did against Watertown, they could easily come away with another win here.
Yeah, we don't know too much about Stone Rose here. Again, Melrose and Stoneham co-op. It's funny. Just a few years ago, both these teams, Melrose and Stoneham, were actually number 1 and number 2 in the Middlesex Freedom Division, and it's just so crazy how things can change so quickly. All it takes is a few players leaving, and these two schools had to co-op just to save their programs. So right after the face-off, Wakefield taking it back in their own zone. Across the blue line. Starting lineups here. Looks like we got number 11, Fiona Racine. Number 12, Bailey McDevitt. Number 17, Madeline DeFeo. Warriors with the quick change up there. Number 19, Charlotte Rossiconi, bringing it up past the blue line. Wakefield with another change, dumps it in. Stone Rose looks like got some different colored helmets there. I gotta imagine the white helmets probably Stoneham players, red helmets Melrose players.
So off the icing, we got Stoneham with the puck.
Looks like number 14, Julia Welch. Dan in net tonight for Wakefield. We get junior captain Abby Boudreau. Abby's been absolutely rock solid for the Warriors for 3 years now. Terrific goalie in both hockey and field hockey. Just recently, past fall, was named MVP of the Middlesex League for field hockey. Also Boston Herald All-Scholastic. She's done a great job for 3 years now, keeping Wakefield in a lot of games. Expect a big game out of Boudreaux tonight.
Yeah, and we've seen it, the past couple of years of Boudreaux stealing games for Wakefield. And that's really where the strengths really show for this Warriors team. It starts into the goaltending. You have a strong core of defensemen in the back, and then obviously we're starting to see the offense figure out their game as well and get some goals and some shot on net right there.
Yeah, and this is actually a big game, Dan, for both teams tonight. Not a lot of our fans out there probably know this, but the Middlesex League just this past week approved winter sports postseason tournament for 12 schools in the league. The top 8 teams within the 12 schools are going to qualify. So the Warriors really got to string together a few wins here if they want to qualify, which is very doable. They got Stoneham
close chance
in here. Just as we're talking.
And that is a goal.
Got number 21, Kaylee Porter, looks like. Didn't see who assisted on that.
I believe that was Bailey McDevitt on the assist, as well as Charlotte Rossiconi.
It's good to see the Warriors get on the board early. That offensive production, like we said, big outburst against Watertown. Hopefully it continues here tonight.
Yeah, and it was the exact same thing that we saw with Watertown. The Warriors are just trying to get that puck as quick as they can to the net and just trying to make plays all around the goaltending.
Yeah, get shots on net.
We got another offsides call here.
Yeah, as we were saying, Dan, really big game for both teams. If you want to make that postseason tournament, going to have to finish in the top 8, which I know Wakefield came out. They had a rocky start. Honestly, a lot of it wasn't their fault. They had a quarantine for a few weeks, which is difficult for any team, trying to find your groove. Any team, I don't care what sport it is, if you get to sit out for a week or two, you're going to be a little bit out of sync. And just as I'm talking, number 22, Mavericene bringing it up, crossing the blue line. Warriors will get a shift change.
Yeah, and with that announcement, we still got a few weeks of the season. It's the perfect time for Wakefield to get hot and get a couple wins in a row and really make a push for that tournament.
Want to give a shout out, Dan, during the game. Our 2 seniors on the team, number 2, Erin Mulcahy, and number 10, Samantha Carlton. We're talking about how much all these high school athletes and student athletes are missing this whole year with COVID. Your heart breaks for all these seniors. I can only hope that it gets better and we return to some normalcy in the future. But, big shout out. Number 2, Erin Mulcahy, number 10, Sam Carlton.
Yeah, and, with this tournament on the horizon, we're hopeful that Wakefield can, turn around the season. They've been competitive in almost every one of their games. It's just, a goal here or there can really make the difference. And it would be nice to see them go out on the high note like that.
Oh.
And that is a beautiful goal by Wakefield.
Kaylee Porter again, looks like.
Kaylee Porter again.
The junior, number 21, Kaylee Porter. Almost exact same play they scored on last time. Brought her around the net, passed out in front. Kaylee was right there to stuff it home.
Yeah, and that was a great play by McDevitt behind the net as well. She didn't rush the pass out front. She took the time, let the play develop, waited for Porter to get open, and it was an easy goal for Wakefield to go up 2-0.
And with 16:52 left in the first half, that's right, first half, little COVID change. Only playing 2 periods now. Warriors take a quick 2-0 lead.
And it was very similar to the first goal, where Wakefield is just trying to get to the front of the net. Trying to get to the front of the net and make plays happen.
Nice stop there by Bureau. And again, Dan, you talked about getting hot at the end of the season. Let's hope the success from the other game against Watertown continues here. We're going to have this team again very quickly a few days from now.
Yep.
If we can string together three wins in a row, you never know what can happen, especially like we mentioned before.
Absolutely not. Now we got a 3-on-1 now. Turn into a 2-on-1. There's a shot by Herzog, saved into the corner.
Warriors going to keep it in. Number
Rossiconi
19,
with the shot.
Little wrister. Number 23, Olivia Johnson, bringing it up by herself.
And there's a goal.
Right in there.
And that is a quick 3-0 lead.
The junior captain, Olivia Johnson, takes it coast to coast. Little wrist shot, flips it up. She finds the back of the net. High school hockey, Dan, it's all about getting shots on net, right?
Absolutely. And like we've said before, the strength on this Wakefield team relies on the goaltending and the defense. 4 out of the 6 defensemen on the Wakefield team, all upperclassmen. And now we have the assistant captain getting on the board as well. It looks like we're going to have a timeout by Stoneham.
It should be noted, number 23, junior captain Olivia Johnson, that scored that goal as a defenseman. A little Bobby Orr-esque bringing it up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Get a little speed going and get into the zone as quick as you can and get that shot on net. And again, this is that same momentum we saw Wakefield have against Watertown. Just continuously trying to pressure the zone, get the puck in as deep as they can, and just get shots on net. And you never know what can happen. Weird bounces happen, block shots. You never know.
Looks like Stone Rose going to take a timeout, regroup. Wakefield's got a lot of momentum, confidence right now. And I got to tell you, Dan, I know there's been a lot of frustration from a lot of people, kids, coaches, parents, this whole year, ADs. But I got to say, it's just great to see our kids out there competing, playing hard, playing the sport they love. Up till a few weeks before the season, we weren't even sure if we were going to have a hockey season. So it's so great to see our kids out there. And let's hope things continue to get better for the rest of the fall 2 season and upcoming spring season.
Yeah. Well, even on to that note, I believe, about 8 days before the season, we finally had a schedule to put together.
Yeah, quick turnaround. It's been stressful for a lot of people, but it's just so great to see the kids from all the communities, Wakefield, Melrose, Stoneham, doesn't matter where you're from. It's great to see the kids out there competing and having fun. I know they definitely needed this, so.
All right, we got a score. And there's a save by Boudreau.
That's Hannah Connolly, the wrist there for Stone Rose. Looks like number 22, Maverstein, bringing it up again. Over to Johnson, Emma Johnson.
Another
Nice
good save by
Boudreau.
Boudreau on Stoneham's Crasco.
Dan, you're a hockey guy. You're a former goalie yourself.
Yes, this is a tough game for me to watch. You know,
Yeah.
you know, being a Stoneham guy, I'm obviously proud of the girls and the Wakefield program, but
Yeah, just how important is having a good goalie in high school hockey? They can win you some games there, Dan, right?
oh, absolutely. And we're seeing it on the boys' side as well. They're on quite the winning streak right now, and it all comes back to just finding a hot goaltender. And luckily for Wakefield, we have like I said, near the top of the ranks for the Middlesex League in goaltending, and a strong defense in front of her.
Yeah, that's right. Boudreau obviously is a household name in the Middlesex League now. I think everybody knows about her. Boys' side, they had Luke Roberts last year, who's arguably the best goalie in the Middlesex League. And then Jacob Barrett has stepped in for the Warriors on the boys' side. He's done a pretty good job as of late. Like you said, the Wakefield boys are having a really strong season. They're actually currently undefeated in the Middlesex Freedom. Only 2 losses were kind of add-on games against 2 Division I powerhouses, Arlington and Winchester. Just cracked the top 10 in the Mass State rankings this past week.
Yeah, and it's safe to say that the Middlesex League for boys and girls hockey is one of the most competitive leagues in the state. So there's really no days off in this league.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the boys, barring some type of disaster, knock on wood, hopefully I didn't just jinx them, they should be in the tournament. Girls still get a really good shot getting in if they can win a couple games here at the end.
Yeah. And then obviously another shout out to our boys. Not that we want to continue to talk about the boys during the girls game, but it's happy to see that the boys cracked the Division II top 10 rankings.
Yep.
I'm not sure when the last time we had a team in the top 10 for hockey, but
yeah, absolutely. They've been playing lights out.
Always a competitive program.
Past month. And we get it up here, 2-on-2. It's back to number 19.
And that's dumped back in by Rossiconi. That's Herzog with the pressure in the corner. And cleared out by Stoneham.
We get number 3, Caitlin Oro, bringing up Stone Rose. Bringing it all the way around.
There's a block shot by Emma Johnson, sister of Olivia Johnson, who just scored earlier.
Oh.
There's Racine causing the turnover.
Minutes left in the first half. You just tuned in, Wakefield got a 3-0 lead over Stone Rose. Oh. Ooh, ref blows it dead.
Yeah, that was a quick whistle. The puck was still loose.
Yep, that was number 11, Fiona Racine, sister of number 22, Maverstein, chasing it down. And quick quick whistle there.
Yeah.
goes Stoneham's way, Stone Rose's way.
Yeah, I'm sure the freshman Racine would have enjoyed that goal, but
yeah.
You know. Again, Wakefield just keeping the pressure on, though.
Yep.
And she gets it anyways. There's Racine with the goal.
Right back at it. She was not going to be denied.
No, absolutely not.
Number 11, the freshman, Fiona Racine. Just moments earlier, almost had an opportunity, looked like possible goal, got called off.
Yeah.
And comes right back, finds the back of the net to put Wakefield up 4-0 in the first half here. Dan, you can see it. Their first few games, Wakefield, and last week against Burlington, at times it looked like they were right on the cusp there. They were competing, opportunities to win, and they just couldn't seal the deal, couldn't find the back of the net, and it's great to see them get some production on the offensive end and kind of start to get some momentum here.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about it earlier. I think now you're starting to see this offense figure out what they're good at, what their strengths are, and now that is what they're working on the hardest right now. That's the 3 out of 4 goals that have been scored right at the top of the crease for Wakefield.
Just heard the announcer call off Kaylee Porter's name again. She's been lighting up on the offensive side the past couple games.
Yep.
Scoring and assisting.
Yeah, I believe that's her 3rd point of the game already. And here's Herzog with the turn with the steal.
Now Big Sister has an opportunity.
And she gets it.
Yeah, but was she upset that her little sister just scored and she wanted to win herself?
I mean, for all we know, there's a competition at home. And
Maeve Racine, junior, number 22.
Yep, and Maeve Racine, one of the stars of our soccer team, showing off her speed right there.
Yeah.
To create the space for that shot and get the goal.
Great multi-sport athlete for Wakefield. And just a few moments after her little sister scores, Maeve finds the back in the net, so there'll be a party at the Racine household tonight when they get home.
Yeah. There's a shot by McDevitt, saved by the goaltender. For as well as this offense is running right now, you got to give credit to the Wakefield defense as well. There's only been a few shots in Boudreau, and for the most part, they haven't been anywhere close to her. So the defense doing a great job of keeping Stoneham away from the net, letting Boudreau see the puck and get those easy saves.
Absolutely, and honestly, the defense has been playing great pretty much all season. Last week against Burlington, they did a great job. I believe it was a 0-0 game for almost the entire game. And then Burlington was able to put a couple in the back of the net towards the end of the game. Of course, like you said, when you got Boudreau in net, you're in good shape. But obviously the other defensemen are playing excellent hockey as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and coming off that Watertown win and the 5 goals early on here, you can see the confidence growing very quickly on this team. And you got another save by the assistant captain, Boudreau. There's another save by Boudreau off the faceoff.
There's Varsity again taking it over the blue line. Back to number, can't see.
That was 18, Emma Johnson.
18, Emma Johnson. Stone clears it.
Here's Rossicone skating it out.
Charlotte Rossicone, another really great player for this Warrior team. Sophomore, saw a lot of action last year as a freshman. And loose puck here, number 12. Bailey McDevitt's gonna take it. Stoneham's able to clear.
There's a block shot by Emma Johnson. Sorry, Olivia Johnson.
Clean game so far, Dan. Both teams, these refs are letting them play. No penalties, which is good to see.
Yeah, well, this is a very disciplined Wakefield team. You know, they know exactly what they need to do, and they do it the best level they can.
Stone Rose dumps it in for a line change. And we got number 11, Fiona Racine, gonna bring it in again.
And there's a block shot up into the rafters, and we got a stoppage. There's Mulcahy with the steal. Trying to get it out for Wakefield, and finally the puck does.
Looks like, was that number 4, Ava Gustafson, fighting for it.
Yep. Well, and then Welch off the referee.
Oh, we got a 2-on-1 Wakefield.
There's Emma Johnson with a shot and save.
Wakefield
There's
unable to keep it in.
Oh, and we got a steal we got a chance for Stoneham. And she scores.
Number 3, Caitlin Oro.
Yeah, Caitlin
Looks like a senior captain for Stone Rose. We called her name earlier. And I gotta be careful about I hope I'm saying her name right, Oro. Gotta be careful. Looks like she's got some speed there, Dan. She kind of almost broke loose a little earlier. Gonna have to keep an eye on her.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, despite the score, you got to remember that Stone Rose is one of the better teams in this league. And they can easily score a couple goals on the Warriors quick.
Yeah, Dan, anything can happen in high school hockey. Again, not to keep reference to our boys team, but I believe they were down 2-1 after the first half against Wilmington the other day, ended up winning 7-2, scoring 6 unanswered goals in the second half. So, you know, high school hockey, anything can happen. Got to play the entire game.
Yeah.
I know it's a 5-1 game right now, but you know, you got to come out second half like it's 0-0.
Yeah. I think the big thing for Wakefield right now is just keeping to their game strategy. You know, don't lose sight over what's going on. Stay focused on what the game plan was. There's Stoneham alone up behind the net.
Another save by Boudreau.
Yep. And there's Carlton getting it up to the offense.
Nice pass.
There's a shot wide by Welch. Gets it behind the net.
Yeah, Dan, it's not like Stone Rose isn't getting shots on net. They've gotten some shots on net. You know, you're just not going to get any easy goals off of Abby Boudreau.
No, you're not going to get any easy goals off them. And, you know, and even with this defense, you're not going to get many chances. Yeah. So if Stone Rose wants to get back in this, they have to capitalize on every chance they get.
Yeah, Abby Boudreau, one of the better goalies in the entire state. You're not going to get easy goals. And then defense is doing a great job clearing the puck, keeping the puck out of the zone. Some great team defense right now by Wakefield.
It looks like we're going to get a delayed penalty on Wakefield right here.
And with 1:13 left in the first half, Stone Rose is going to be on the power play.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get Johnson for a high sticking.
Stone Rose is going to try to cycle the puck around. That's number 3, Oro again. Called her name a few times.
Yep. And there's an easy save by Boudreau.
That was number 9, Gabby Sacco. Stone Rose.
There's one save by Boudreau. And the puck gets cleared behind the net again. There's Racine with some pressure, and she gets it out.
Great job. And PK team's going to stay on the ice this final 20 seconds.
We're going to have Johnson back on it. And Herzog clears it out, and that should wrap up the period with 7 seconds left.
Great job there by the penalty kill line. Good effort after first half. We got a Wakefield lead 5-1 over Stoneham Melrose. Teams will regroup. Again, it's a little awkward here. COVID rules. No locker rooms. They'll just kind of go off the ice, go off the side by the bleachers, regroup for a little bit, make some new ice, and jump right back on.
Yeah, it's certainly interesting to go back to an area and be sitting 5 feet away from the team you're playing. So
yeah,
you know, and I think that's probably what the coaches are going to say to the Wakefield team right now is just look at the lead you have, stay focused on the game plan, and just finish out this game strong.
Yeah, absolutely. Great team effort there. I got to tell you, Dan, though, I've seen all of our sports so far, both fall and winter, whether it's hockey, basketball, soccer, field hockey. This is the second half. All these games, conditioning comes up big time because a lot of these kids have not been out there, whether it's hockey, basketball, soccer. They have not been out there competing as much as they normally would have under normal circumstances. With the pandemic, with the lockdown, a lot of kids were stuck inside all last spring, all summer. Gyms are closed. They didn't have the opportunity to work out like they normally would. And then a huge factor is having to play with a mask on. I gotta admit, I don't know how many fans out there have tried going out and running with a mask over your face, over your mouth, but it's not easy, and definitely takes a toll on these kids. We've seen it, regardless of the sport. Well, again, whether it's basketball, hockey, these kids are gassed out there. So we'll see what kind of shape both teams are in the second half. We get a little break in the action, Dan. Shout out to some of our other Wakefield High teams. You know, we've had a so far pretty successful winter season. We already mentioned our boys hockey team. They're having a great season, undefeated against Middlesex Freedom teams. Just cracked the top 10 in the state, Mass State rankings. Our gymnastics team is currently undefeated. Looks like they have a pretty good chance of finishing undefeated, Middlesex League champions. Our boys swimming team is also undefeated, led by Coach Jeff Boyd. Also has a really good shot, finishing as undefeated league champs. Boys basketball is on a roll right now, just had another big win. And girls basketball, you know, they've kind of been up and down, but they've had some big wins at times. They knocked off Arlington about a week and a half ago, who a lot of people, had there been a tournament, thought Arlington would have been state champions this year. Arlington's only lost the season. So all in all, pretty successful year. And our girls hockey team had a shaky start, especially having to quarantine. Tough way to start your season, but you know, they had a big win the other night against Watertown, and they're playing great so far this game against Stoneham Melrose. So a lot of good stuff happening over there in Wakefield.
Absolutely, and a lot of credit of that goes to our coaches as well. You know, you have a lot of kids who are having to quarantine and, you know, changing up your starting lineups week to week, and you never know what the next couple of days are going to look like. And, you know, our coaches have been able to keep everyone on track, you know, kept every game competitive. And like you even said with the girls basketball, knocking off, you know, arguably a team for the front runner for the state title.
Yeah, and the kids have just been so resilient as well. You know, we're changing things every other day. You know, our basketball teams, again, about a week ago, less than 24 hours before the game, we called them up, hey, guess what, the game's canceled. And then about a few hours later, again, less than 24 hours before game time, we're saying, hey, do you want to play Arlington? Do you want to play Stoneham? And to them, it's you know, let's just put on the basketball shoes, put on the skates, get out there and play. And they've done a great job, all of our kids.
Yeah, and it's certainly difficult to game plan for a game that your opponent changes within 24 hours of it happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Then, you know, we've got obviously a lot of Wakefield people probably watching tonight, but also we got a lot of Melrose and Stoneham fans out there probably watching. Can't wait to see the ratings on this one. I bet it's comparable to the Super Bowl, especially when they found out you were on here.
Yeah, oh God.
Yeah, the Nielsen rating is going to be through the roof.
Yeah.
But anyways, I know we got some Melrose people out there, Stoneham people watching. We gave a shout out to our Wakefield seniors. Just want to give a shout out to our Melrose and Stoneham seniors right now. Go right down the roster. We got number 1, senior Grace Connell. I hope I pronounced these names correctly. Number 2, Megan Bronco. Number 3, Caitlin Oro. We've called her name a few times. It's like number 13, Marissa De Placido. Number 15, Sydney Kroon. Number 21, Francesca Mari. Number 22, Hannah Connolly. And number 23, Emily Waden. Waden, a big Melrose sports name out there. Had an uncle, Dave Waden, was a monster on the ice for Melrose back in the day in the 90s. Shout out to the Waden family in Melrose. Coaches for Stone Rose, we got Cassandra Connolly, Frank Sorrenti. Had the privilege of working with Frank when I worked in Melrose. He's a great guy, great coach. Cares a lot about his kids. Assistant coach is Haley Gorman, who I know Haley was a former player from Melrose, and Nick Caraglia. Coaches for Wakefield, we got Jackie Mansfield, Melanie Mansfield, and Janelle Surrett. Behind the bench, athletic trainer Sue Corshane.
Legendary athletic
Legendary
trainer.
Sue. She's been here for a very long time. Cares tremendously about the kids.
I believe we have quite a few teachers in our school and some of the other schools that we often see them running up to Sue whenever we have a game to say hi. And
Yep. Well known throughout the Middlesex League and throughout the state. And the Zamboni driver's almost done making some ice. Both teams are starting to put the helmets on, making their way back down to the ice. And I also want to give a shout out to our WCAT crew here tonight. They've done an unbelievable job all season long. Couldn't have done it without them. They are the best. We owe them big time. Thank you to all of our crew at WCAT, Wakefield Community Access TV. They broadcast all of our games this year, basketball, hockey, did some of our fall sports as well, soccer, field hockey. And here we go, teams are taking the ice, getting ready for the second half. Again, quick recap for anybody joining us late. 5-1 Wakefield's lead over Melrose Stoneham. For the Warriors, we had Kaylee Porter leading all goal scorers right now, 2 goals. Both Racine sisters getting into the action. Freshman Fiona Racine and her sister, junior Maeve Racine, both have a goal apiece. And junior captain, number 23, Olivia Johnson, with the other 5th goal for Wakefield. And Stone Row is going to start the second half with a man advantage. As Wakefield is still going to have to kill that penalty. There's 47 seconds left.
Yeah. And right now, you can see some strategy being talked. Stone Rose wanting to get that goal to, start this second half strong. And for Wakefield, it's important to, get that penalty kill quick and then get back on the offense as quick as they can.
If you're Wakefield there, you can't take your foot off the gas pedal either. Sometimes best defense is good offense. So obviously they want to kill this penalty, but can't be ever complacent no matter what sport it is, whether it's hockey, basketball. You can't sit back and say, oh, we got a 5-1 lead, let's put it in cruise control. That's how you let teams, chip away and come back in the game. So, they're aggressive getting to the net, getting shots on net the first half. I would continue to do that the second half.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a crucial 5 minutes to start off this period. The momentum can swing either way depending on what happens to start here.
And then, like we said, this Stone Rose team, Stoneham Melrose, they're a good team. They got some good players that can skate. Anything can happen. So if you're Wakefield, can't let it be guard. Got to keep playing till the game's over.
Yeah, and especially with Stoneham historically over the last decade has had a strong program and has put out very tough teams to play against.
Here we go. Oh, almost a shorthanded goal there. It was number 13, number 12.
No, it looks 12. That was McDevitt.
It's tough to tell. Sometimes the uniforms are folded up there. You can't see the numbers.
Yeah, they sometimes get tucked into the pants, and the 8s, the 9s, and the 0s all kind of blend in together at some point.
We get a Stoneham player holding their wrist coming off the ice. Hopefully she's okay. Looked like there was a little collision down there. And we're going to have a face-off in the Wakefield zone. Racine wins the face-off, but unable to clear. Wakefield, Stone Rose keeps it in. Johnson behind the net.
There's a chance for Wakefield.
Opportunity for Wakefield. It's number 18, Emma Johnson. Gets it out front. Over to her sister, Olivia. It's going to be Racine. Racine is skating hard tonight. She's all over the place. Number 3, Yana Herzog fighting for it in the corner. So cleared out by Stoneham. Johnson over to Herzog, across the blue line. Stoneham able to clear. Mishandles back to Wakefield. Stone Rose almost had a 2-on-1 there. Flip it up. Easy save for Boudreau. Boudreau gloves it. And it's going to be a face-off in the Wakefield zone. Stone Rose wins the face-off. Dumps in the corner. Wakefield looking to clear. Can't. It's going to be Rossaconi behind her own net there. Clears it out for Wakefield.
And the icing is waved off there, so play continues.
Yep. Wakefield fighting for possession there in the corner. Stone Rose comes out with it. Skating across the blue line.
Yeah, and looks like we got another penalty for Wakefield coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be McDevitt on a tripping call.
Here we go. Stoneham Melrose with another opportunity. Weren't able to capitalize on the last power play. Wakefield did a great job killing the penalty. They're going to have a 2-minute power play here again. And if you're Wakefield, this is what you cannot afford to do. You can't afford to take penalties up 5-1, giving the other team an opportunity to get back in the game. This is number 3 again, Oro. Takes it herself. Looking for a teammate. Passes it to number 9. That was Gabby Sacco again. Had a good look, got it on net, but again, you know, hate to sound like a broken record, but you're not going to score any easy goals off Abby Boudreau.
No, and the Wakefield defense is doing a good job of keeping Stone Rose away from the middle of the slot and close to Boudreau on this power play so far.
Yep.
There's a shot from the point and another save by Boudreau. And again, the Wakefield defense doing a very good job of clearing the lane for Boudreau so she can see that puck coming in all the way.
Racine will take the face off for Wakefield. She wins it. Back to that number 10, Carlton, Sam Carlton out there.
And there's
Nice
a block shot by Carlton.
Just called their name, another big play. Sam Carlton, nice block there. Wakefield's killed 1 minute off this penalty.
And Carlton dumps it down again.
Wakefield will switch up the lines. Nice job by the senior captain there, Samantha Carlton. We're gonna get an icing call. Face off in the Melrose Stoneham zone. And for Wakefield, it's going to be number 14, Julia Welch, taking the face-off. Won by Stoneham Melrose.
Boudreau pushes it to the corner. And there's a play knocked down by Johnson and cleared out again.
Great job by Wakefield killing those penalties. 10 seconds left.
Yeah, and once again, a great job by Wakefield of keeping that puck away from Boudreau and not giving Stone Rose any second chances at rebounds.
Absolutely.
There's a block shot by Porter. Now she leads the charge out of the zone. Looking for the hat trick.
Number 21, Kaylee Porter. Oh, mishandled there by Wakefield. Ross Coney and Mulcahy skate back with it. Looking to clear it.
There's Fiona Racine on the steal.
Teams exchange possession at center ice. Wakefield regains possession. Maeve Racine crossing the blue line. Back to Rossiconi. Rossiconi flips it on the net. Deflection by the Stoneham goalie. Out of bounds, in over the net. We're going to have a face-off in the Stoneham Melrose zone. Again, this Wakefield team doing a good job tonight, just getting pucks on net, looking for opportunities. Total team effort by Wakefield tonight. You know, we've had some individual performances, but everyone's contributing, everyone's getting into the action, which is great to see.
Yeah, and right now you got all 5 Wakefield players getting back into the zone. Some great back checking by the team. And there's another save by Boudreau.
And that was number 3 again, Caitlin Oro for Stoneham.
Yeah, and that was a rare shot from the slot for Stone Rose so far this game, and you know Boudreau is still right there to make the save.
Oro, and I hope I'm saying her name correctly, appears to be Stoneham Melrose's biggest offensive threat.
there's Herzog forcing the play out, so we're seeing with the break.
Up again, looking for a second goal.
Oh, just wide.
Wide in that. Nice effort there by Racine. It's going to go in around. Herzog's going to take it. And it looks like we're going to have a Wakefield penalty here.
Yeah, no, it's going to be Wakefield's going to go on the power play. Stone Rose with the cross-checking.
Wakefield power play, I should say. Excuse me.
Yeah, and this is going to be the first action for Wakefield on the power play.
So we've seen Stoneham Melrose had a couple of power plays so far this game. Now Wakefield has their opportunities. See what they can do with it.
And we got Porter taking the face-off, looking for that hat trick.
Over to Rossiconi. Porter up to Racine. Racine crosses the blue line. Back to Porter. Porter shot. Oh, deflection. Nice deflection there by the Stoneham defender.
There's Carlton with the shot in.
Kaylee Porter was looking for, she wanted that third goal bad.
Oh, yeah. And a shot. There's Porter out front.
And
she gets the hat trick. She gets the hat trick.
Wow. Kaylee Porter, she's been on fire the past 2 games.
Throw a hat if you're at home.
Yep. Third goal of the night. I believe she also assisted on a goal tonight. The junior, number 21, Kaylee Porter, huge night for her, for the Wakefield Warriors. I believe she also had a huge night last game against Watertown as well. So it's great to see Kaylee Porter getting some success out there. But again, Dan, it's been a total team effort. You know, we've seen some great individual efforts, but they're playing great as a team tonight, which is great to see. Wakefield flicks it on net.
Yeah, we've only seen really one mistake from Wakefield so far, and it ended up being a Stone Rose goal. But otherwise, we haven't really seen, many chances for Stone Rose to get back into this game. And that is going to be icing.
And clock ticks under 15 minutes here. 6-1 lead. Wakefield appears to be, complete control right now. But again, can never let up. High school sports, you never know what's going to happen.
No, and this is where you need to see Wakefield just control the tempo of the game, get it being played at their pace, and just take control for the rest of this game.
Rossiconi is going to flick it on net.
Yeah.
Nice save there by the Stoneham goalie. I can't see her number, so I don't know who she is. But a nice save there by the Stoneham Melrose goalie. Rossiconi's going to keep it in for Wakefield. Flicks it on net again.
Yep, shoots into the traffic, trying to make something happen.
And there it is again. Number 3, Oro, bringing it up for Stoneham Melrose.
Yeah, but once again, you see all 5 Wakefield players getting back into the play, making sure nothing can happen there.
Yeah, absolutely. You've said it all night, Dan. This Wakefield defense is playing terrific. Skating hard, playing as a team, getting back.
And there's Mulcahy breaking up another chance for Stone Rose. We got a stoppage of play.
And Maeve Racine there, number 22, is on the ice again. She's all over the place.
Yeah.
You gotta love her style of play. She's aggressive, high tempo. Saw Herzog and Mulcahy getting into the action there as well, fighting for that puck. Looks like Johnson taking it around the net. misfires to Racine, but Wakefield skating hard after it. Nice play there by the Stoneham defender, flicking that back up out of the zone.
Yep. Wakefield flips the ice around again, looking for another goal.
There's Porter.
There's another easy save by Boudreau. Again, Stoneham Rose is getting into the Wakefield zone, but they're not giving them any good chances of scoring right now.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. This score is not indicative of the play out there. This Stoneham Melrose team is a good team. They're getting shots on net, just they're not able to capitalize. And again, hats off to Wakefield. They're playing a great game tonight. Is Oro again for Stoneham, taking her on the net. And she's going to be one of the fastest skaters out there on the ice tonight. She's flying. Number 17, Kaylee Cronin for Stone Rose. And broken up there by Wakefield, number 7, Erin Larry.
Yeah. Wakefield just dumps it in, gets some fresh legs out on the ice, and back at it on defense.
Oh. Number 17, Madeline DeFeo for Wakefield, breaking it up. Big Wakefield athletics name there, DeFeo. See them all over the place, the athletic lobby. It's got to be the granddaughter of Hall of Famer Dick DeFeo, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and can't forget about John and Robbie DeFeo, both on the varsity hockey team for the boys.
Yeah, and I believe Bobby DeFeo had a big goal just yesterday. So it's great to see the DeFeo kids having some success out there on the ice.
Yep.
Good Wakefield family. Again, Dan, we mentioned these teams will be right back in action again just a few days from now. The Middlesex League schedule this year to limit exposure from team to team. Everyone's playing back-to-back games within a week or two. So these teams, they're playing tonight. Get familiar with with each other. They'll be right back at it.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's certainly tough to play the same team, twice in a matter of a couple days.
Yeah, and again, especially, there's still 10 minutes left. Anything can happen here, but you can't, if you're Wakefield, you can't fall in the trap of, hey, we beat this team by a bunch of goals because, any given night, anything can happen in high school sports.
Yeah, and we got another chance for Stone Rose as you speak. And a great play by Rossiconi on defense to break it up before shots even come up.
Nice job there by the sophomore Charlotte Rossiconi. Again, was up on the varsity last year as a freshman. Doing a great job here tonight for Wakefield.
We got Porter shaking up a little bit on that last play.
And sounds like the Stoneham coaches were looking for a penalty. I don't know if there was a penalty there, though. It looked like just a little collision, players fell. Kaylee Porter gets up a little gingerly. Hopefully she's okay.
There's Gustafson breaking it out.
A little scrum there against the boards, the puck. Wakefield able to clear it.
Yeah, kill another minute off the clock.
Oh, and here we go. It's number 4, Gustafson. Again, these uniforms are tough sometimes. They get caught up in the pants. You can't see the number.
Here's Kroon for Stone Rose trying to make something happen.
Yep,
And
Sydney Kroon.
yeah, and it's looking like we've got a penalty coming up here.
I'm sure that's probably the sister of Sam Kroon a few years ago, Melrose player, a very good player from Melrose. Sydney is a senior captain for the Stone Rose team.
Yep, and it looks like Olivia Johnson's going off for body checking on that play.
Here we go again, Stoneham Melrose, another opportunity here. And definitely next game, we're gonna have to clean this up, Dan, because you can't keep giving this team these opportunities. We mentioned the Stoneham Melrose team, although the score doesn't show it, they're a good team. You know, they get some skaters, they get some girls that can make some things happen, so.
Yeah, and in a game like this, in a 5-goal lead with only 8 minutes left, you know, Stone Rose right now is just looking for anything to build momentum off of to carry into next game. But if you're Wakefield right now, you just got to stay strong with your game plan. You know, limit Stone Rose to 1 goal, keep the shots to a minimum, and just try to get out of here with the momentum.
Yeah, Rossiconi with a nice steal, tries to wrap it around, but looks like Oro able to keep it in for Stone Rose.
There's a shot from the slide, a rebound chance, and Rossiconi clears it out.
Yeah, and again, Abby Boudreau with another big save, but you mentioned it, Dan, the defense. Rossiconi right there to clean it up, get it out of there. Again, great team defense there by the Warriors tonight.
Yeah, and with a goaltender like Boudreau in your net, you know, you're not going to score many goals on the first shot. You know, if you're Stone Rose, you got to get, you know, that second and third rebound chance to really get one past her. So it's a great job by Wakefield to keep those away. There's another breakup by McDevitt.
And once again, the Wakefield PK team, penalty kill, is doing a great job hustling, working hard. It was number 17, Kaylee Cronin for Stone Rose.
And there's a shot wide.
Hannah Connolly, deep shot.
A few seconds left on the power play, and they have killed another one. And now we have an icing call. About 3 seconds earlier, that would have been fine, but the penalty expired right before.
Yeah. We got 6 minutes, 17 seconds to go. 6-1 Wakefield lead. Back to 5-on-5. Face off in the Wakefield zone. Wakefield looking to clear it. Charlotte Rossiconi around her own net. Back over to Rossiconi.
Yep. Yeah, and once again, Stone Rose tries to get it to the front, and Wakefield clears it out.
Oh.
That puck goes out of play.
Oh.
Here's Johnson to break it out. She's got speed on her.
Yeah, Johnson, very fast skater, is going to take it herself end to end. And she's looking to get a shot on net. A little high there.
Yeah. Johnson already has a goal today, so she's looking for a second one as well.
Under 5 minutes here. If you're Wakefield here, stay out of the penalty box. Play a clean game. No mistakes.
Yeah, and we're starting to see it now, like you said, Brendan, before about playing with those masks on. The game's starting to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
Starting to get a little bit sloppy, but, you know, Wakefield just needs to stay composed, keep control of the puck the best they can, and clean out this win.
We got number 7 there for Stoneham, full head of steam.
Yep, there's a good save by Boudreau. And Wakefield clears it out for the icing. Wakefield's going to get a fresh set of legs out there, get those tired legs off, and keep this going.
Up to Porter.
There's Porter looking for Racine out front with that pass being blocked. All right, it looks like Wakefield's going to go on the power play again as Porter draws the penalty. It's looking like it's going to be Oro for hooking.
Again, Dan, it's just great to see, Wakefield playing so great right now. You know, ideally, high school sports, you want to be peaking at the end of the season. Obviously, you can't take back, the games that, we lost at the beginning of the season. I'm sure some of the girls probably love to have some of those games back, but, what you want to see is just improvement throughout the season, get better game by game, and they're showing it tonight. They're playing the best hockey this season right now, which is a great sign. And like we said, at the beginning of the broadcast, Middlesex League this past week approved a winter postseason tournament, Middlesex League only tournament. The top 8 teams from the entire Middlesex League, that's the Freedom Division and Liberty Division, will qualify. And right now, Wakefield's hoping to, earn a spot in that top 8. Obviously right now they got their first win of the season the other night against Watertown, so they're down at the bottom, but they got a few games left here. If they can put together a few wins, they're still going to make up a Wilmington game. They're going to have Stone Rose again. let's hope they can put together some games and maybe sneak into that tournament.
Yeah, you got quite a few winnable games, and arguably Wakefield right now is playing some of the best hockey they've played all season, coming off that Watertown win.
Yeah.
But as we've said, this is a very tough league, and despite the early run for Wakefield this game, there's only been 1 goal in this second half. Both teams playing very good defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Credit to the Stoneham Melrose team. Again, scores can be a little misleading sometimes. 6-1 Wakefield, you think it would be completely one-sided. But the Stoneham Melrose team is a good team. They got some good skaters. They certainly vastly improved second half of this game. So, the Lady Warriors, they're going to have to come out to play just a few games from now. They can't, just show up.
Wakefield with just a few seconds left on their power play. It looks like Stoneham's going to kill this one. Wakefield trying to get one more big play in before the power play is up.
We are under 1 minute to play here, Dan. 6-1 Wakefield lead. And again, just total team effort here by Wakefield. Great team defense. Offensive explosion there in the first half. And just playing some great hockey right now.
Yeah, and very few mistakes on defense as well. We mentioned the one mistake that led to a goal, but other than that, we really haven't seen much out of this defense. They've done a great job all night of keeping the puck away from Boudreau and giving her good chances to make saves and seeing the pucks come in.
5 seconds left. Horn's about to blow. 3, 2, 1.
And once again, Wakefield finishing it off, breaking up another scoring chance for Stoneham.
Yeah. So Wakefield's gonna take this one 6-1, earn their second straight victory, second win of the season. Great game here tonight for the Warriors. They needed this one. Pleasure calling this game with you, Dan.
Yeah,
Can't wait to
fun.
see the ratings. I'm sure it's going to compete with the Super Bowl ratings on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm sure our millions of fans at home really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a fun game to watch and a lot to be proud of for Wakefield right now.
Absolutely. And again, hats off to the Stoneham Melrose team. They're a tough team. It'll be interesting to see what happens when they play a few days from now. So that's all from Stoneham Arena. Final score, Wakefield 6, Melrose Stoneham 1. I'm Brendan Kent, Wakefield Athletic Director, joined by Dan Lum. Pleasure calling this game. Stay safe, stay warm at home, and we'll see you back in action in a few days.
Yep. Thank you guys again for tuning in.